Hallo und herzlich willkommen heute zu einem neuen Video und das ist zum Battlefield 1 Gameplay Trailer und zu der Konferenz, die wir heute Abend, das ist heute der 6. Mai gewesen und hier seht ihr schon mal Ausschnitte vom Ganzen. Das habe ich von Twitch aufgenommen mit meiner bestmöglichen Qualität, die ich da hier rausholen konnte. Und ich hoffe, es gefällt euch. Vergesst nicht zu liken, zu abonnieren. Und ich sage das Ganze nochmal in Englisch für die englischen Abonnenten und Zuschauer. Hello guys and welcome to a new video, and this is a video to Battlefield 1, and currently you can see the trailer in the background, and I recorded this from the Twitch live stream, and afterwards you can see the conference, which I cut into smaller pieces so you guys can watch it, and I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on this video, and I say enjoy.
Welcome! Yes!
We're onto something, and I think we were.
I think the fact that we're standing here 14 years later proves that you guys obviously did something right with Battlefield.
Even more than movies, games are the only medium that blends artists, engineers, technologists, musicians, and designers to create amazing, immersive, interactive entertainment. And the fourth thing is the community, you. You're the linchpin of all. The community is the engine that drives the action. I've seen you guys pull off some crazy stunts in Battlefield, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. All of this is why Battlefield is so dear to me, both as a player and as a game maker. Now, it's time to show you where Battlefield is going next.
I mentioned you were part of the Game Changer program. Can you explain a little bit about what that is and what it was like for you to get to see the trailer with us?
Yeah, so as a game changer, I've actually had the opportunity, a really fortunate opportunity to play this game already, which is just amazing. And I've given some feedback with the rest of the team over at DICE to Lars and Alex here. But it's actually the first time that I've properly sat down and watched that trailer, and we watched it twice, so it was, I think you can all agree that was really, really epic, and the game really is as fun to play as it looks at it up there on the screen.
Now, in the trailer, we see a few different locations, and I can only assume that you guys are going to be taking us to some new spots around the world?
Oh yeah, I mean, Battlefield 1 is set on an epic scale. It's a global war. It took place in so many places that, to be honest, we didn't really know from the start. So we want to take the player on a journey around the world and show you front lines, like the more known ones, for example, like the Western Front. But then also take you on a journey to the more unexpected ones. Take you to the Italian Alps, you know, big fortresses under siege, or the deserts of Arabia where cavalry charges take place. All of them creating new gameplay opportunities and possibilities that wouldn't be possible in the other ones. So
Battlefield is known for that rock, paper, scissors core game mechanic. Lars, does Battlefield 1 take that on?
yes, I mentioned previously, Battlefield at its core, it is all about rock, paper, scissors. And when we continue to expand this sandbox, the toolbox, it is super important that all of these parts are built around the core of rock, paper, scissors in terms of gameplay.
But the point here is that you should need to adapt to the style and loadout to the type of situation you're in, and that's really what we want to give you as a player.
It's choice.
Yes.
It's all about choice. I mean, the game obviously looks amazing, but it seems like you guys have made some pretty big steps forward with the immersion in the game.
Yeah, so immersion is important in Battlefield 1, and what we want to do is to create an experience that really draws you in. You really feel like you're there, and you lose many hours just being absorbed in the gameplay and in the world that you are. This is also a more of a physical and personal type experience like we touched on before, and I think you really feel it.
Alex, you mentioned earlier that the heart of the gameplay, team play, is really key. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I can only echo what Wesley said, but classes and team play are the key for victory, of course. And you as a player, as a soldier, are critical asset for your team when you play the objective, as you used to say. And Battlefield 1 is fun to play as a lone wolf, but we know it's more fun to play when you're in a squad together. So we made it even more fun and rewarding to play as a team. So we added this new system we call the persistent squads, for instance.
For me, I like having the different weapons available to me in Battlefield. What do I have to choose from in Battlefield 1?
So what we really want to do is to provide the players with meaningful gameplay choices when they're picking their weapons. But of course, we'll have a huge variety of different weapons, including like pistols, shotguns, rifles, sniper rifles, machine guns, light machine guns. And we have these cool melee weapons. You know, you like the shovel, I might like the mace that I will use.
And obviously, when talking about a Battlefield game, the vehicles play an important part. Can you explain a little bit about the vehicles we're going to see in Battlefield 1?
Yes, of course. Vehicles are at the core of our all-out war gameplay. There's a huge variety of vehicles to choose from, giving some really cool and unique gameplay opportunities. So everything from scout planes to bomber planes and tanks, from light tanks to heavy tanks, and some boats, ships, battleships, horses, and much more.
Wesley, what's your perspective on using some of those elements like a battleship?
Well, obviously it's a battleship, so it's extremely powerful when it's in your hands. You feel unstoppable using that kind of thing, but it always feels like you're contributing to the success of your team. You have this massive firepower, but your ultimate goal is to win over the enemy and make sure your team benefit from you using it.
Alex, we talked about multiplayer today, but I know you guys that you have the team. You guys are creating a pretty great campaign for the game. Can you tell us about the campaign and what we can expect?
Yeah, it's more than pretty great, I would put it. But essentially what we wanted to do is to add more Battlefield in the Battlefield campaign. And that might sound silly, but what we're doing is we're adding a variety of vehicles, we're adding more gameplay, more agency, and more player choice, and more ways for you to experience all these cool Battlefield moments. Because at the core of this, we're creating a campaign that revolves around these Battlefield moments that we love. And that's how we started, and that's how we built the campaign around that. Now, in the campaign, we're going to tell stories about the destinies of several different people and how they react to the world changing around them and how that changes them back.
I would love to know more about destruction. Destruction is a huge part of Battlefield now, and I think I speak for a lot of people in this room and around the world when I say we would like to blow everything up. Can we do that?
Yes. Yeah, can we do that? Can we do that?
Sounds like music in my ears. Yes, we all love destruction, and I think it's something that is truly unique for Battlefield. And of course, I mean, with the communication with the community, the feedback from community and our own wishes is really to push the boundary for destruction and the dynamic world.
And it looks like tanks are to be feared again in the Battlefield franchise. How's vehicle gameplay going to be different in Battlefield 1?
So that's a great question. So I mentioned earlier that we would be having kind of different types of tanks, everything from light to heavy tanks. And what's cool about these vehicles is that they are in themselves unique. So you can't just learn one tank and apply that knowledge to other tanks because they're unique in the way they look and they perform and they play.
I was wondering if there was any weapon customization at all?
Yes, there will be weapon customization. And we have some cool stuff going on there, and we're even adding a new type of flavor that we're adding to these weapons. I can't go into too much details about what that is right now, but I think that you'll appreciate us taking what we had and kind of developing that a little bit further and to provide even more, customization options that I know you guys love and like so much.
You said you may or may not be able to ride horses. Can you fight with them?
What? Can I what?
Can you fight with them?
Can I fight with them? Without revealing too much, yeah. There's something there, and I think I revealed a lot already, so...
Okay, I have one more question. We saw in the trailer gas and gas masks. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so yes, there is gas, and the counter to that obviously will be the gas mask. This is up to you, obviously, whether or not you want to charge through that area. You want to try to find a way around the area with the gas. Again, this is to provide, unique gameplay flavors, and how you utilize that is all up to you.
Pound's question, can you give us a legit release date?
Oh.
A confirmed release date?
I thought that was leaked already. Okay, I'll give you the official word then. So the official worldwide release is October 21st.
Nice.
But if you pre-order the early enlister edition, you'll get the game as early as October the 18th. Plus, for our EA Access and Origin Access member, we'll get play the game before it's released with the Play First trials on Xbox One and PC.
Trailer. Hopefully the Battlefield fans enjoyed the show. Make sure you stay in touch with Battlefield on all their social channels, and we'll see you on the battlefield.